Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll see how we can create user-defined validations in VBCS. So the test case which we would be covering today will require to take user input, and based on the user input we'll be performing a search operation. We will be giving multiple fields to user to provide their input. Based on the values provided, a search action would be created. So say if there are three inputs and user provides value for any of the input, we are good. But if the case where the user does not provide any input and just click on the search button, then a message should be popped to the user. This would become more clear when we dive into the development. So without wasting any time, let's start. So I'll be creating a new application. I'll give my valid app. Okay. So I'll just click directly on create application. Let's wait, our application is being created. So now our application is created. We'll just create a page here. We'll create a blank page as of now. We'll start with a blank page, and we'll be adding uh, various components on it. So I'll give the name as my search page and just click on next. So I'll just navigate it to home. Okay. Yeah, so our page is created. We'll start by adding the page items. So we'll be adding text fields here. So I'll just quickly drop the fields. So before drop, so our page is created. We'll start by adding a region. Just click on the regions here and just click on create region. Okay, let's name it main and start adding the items here. Uh, so I'll give the name as supplier name because we would be performing a search on the supplier table here. So I'll just give supplier name, tab out, add another text field. So I'll just give it address, and similarly I'll give a field for the supplier site. So now we have added the page items. I'll just quickly add a report to it. So I'll just go to a region and then I'll add interactive report. So we have added the interactive report. So just I'll make the type to be SQL query, and let me write the query. Select star from supplier info. Supplier info is a table where supplier name equal to colon or supplier address equal to our address field, and supplier site equal to site. Just validate it. So our validation is successful and we can click on OK. So we have defined the fields to take the user input. We have defined our report region also and the source for it. Okay, now here in the item to submit, we need to specify these items which we want to submit while running it. So we submit it. Now I'll add a button so that on search, uh, so now I'll add a button. The function of that button to would be to perform the search. So just I'll go to buttons and I'll add text with icon. I'll just make, okay, just we'll run a page and see how does it looks. Yeah, so this is how our page looks now. So it looks nice. So just come to our button and just name it as search. Action is submit page, and now we'll just come and add a validation. So click on processing and then go to validating. Just right click on it, create validation. So you will just name it as user validation. Now come to the type. It should be function returning boolean. What will be a function? So if our this supplier name is null, or our supplier address here will be, it won't be or, it will be and, because we'll see if all of this is null and site is null, then you have to return false, else you have to return true, and then we have nf. Okay, let's validate it. Sorry. Yeah, so validation is successful. So now here is a region which asks you to provide what error message you want to provide when user perform this, when this validation actually fails. So I'll just give please provide at least one parameter. So let's run it and see what happens. So I'll just try running the page without performing any without giving any parameter. So just click on search. You see, the search operation doesn't happen, and we receive an error saying please provide at least one parameter. So now I'll provide supplier name. I don't remember what I gave, but let's try see it. And when you click on that, see, you get the value again. So you can either give all the values or you can give anyone, because for the search criteria we have used or, and keep in mind to add, while adding this validation, you have to use AND, because we'll be checking that whether all are null. So if so we are adding AND, it means that all are null. Hope you would have liked my video. If you would have found it useful, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.